Robert Fuller, who was his close dear friend, and a lot of supporters raised money to give Dougie a star on Hollywood Boulevard. And of course, we were all there. I was Dougie's second wife. His first wife is one of my dearest, closest friends. And his other wives were all there. So when Dougie got up to make his speech, to thank everybody for the star, he said, well, I guess I didn't piss off too many people, because all my ex-wives are here. And his two daughters, and we were all just huddled in the corner.
Well, I heard from some of the other guys that he just didn't catch on. You know, we were doing a scene where we were supposed to go up a hill, and all the rest of us made it up the trail just right, you know, and he kind of got lost. He was out by himself somewhere, and the director was signaling to him, you know, to get with the rest of the crew and everything like that. And I thought to myself, well, how did he make that kind of a mistake? So I on the way back down with the other extras and the wranglers and so forth like that, and I hear them talking, and they said, hey, you know, this guy, the star of this show, is he's not very good. Until the story you told me, I never really confirmed it. My scenes with Robert Taylor.
On and on and on.
Hey, Dad.
So, what?
Is it true? Is it really true?
Oh, yes.
Are you really the new manager for the, what's it called? The Gathering of Guns baseball team?
Yes, we just organized
You
it.
did?
Uh-huh.
Well, I'd like to be on the team myself, you know. I know a few things about baseball.
Well, I think that could be accomplished, sure.
You know, I'd like to get to know some of the players' names. That way when I meet them on the street or on the ballpark, I can say hello to them.
Absolutely. I'll introduce you to the players. You know, strange as it seems, they give ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
You mean funny names?
Yeah, nicknames, pet names like Busy Dean.
His brother Daffy.
Daffy Dean.
Hi there, French cousin.
French cousin?
Gouffet.
Gouffet. Okay, let's see. We have on the bags, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
That's what I want to find out.
What silly name. I said, who's on first, what's on second, I don't know who's on third.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
Do you know the fella's name?
Well, I should.
Well, then who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fella's name.
That's it.
That's who?
Yes.
So go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who?
Have you got a first baseman?
Who is on first?
I'm asking you who's on
That's
first.
the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Then tell me who's on first.
That's right.
I want to know what's the guy's name on first base.
No, what's on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third.
Oh.
Come on, we got to get together here now.
How did I get on third base?
You happen to mention his name.
If I mentioned the third baseman's name, who did I say was playing first?
No, who's on first?
I'm not asking who's on first.
Who is on first?
I'm asking you what's the guy's name on third.
No, what's on second?
Who's on second?
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go, back on third again.
Come on, we got to get together here.
You got a first baseman?
Of course.
When you pay him off every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it. Well, why not? The man's entitled to it.
Who is?
Yes.
So who gets it?
Sure he does. Well, sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes.
Look, all I want to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
No, what's on second
I'm not
base?
asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Third base.
Third.
Hi, my name is Julie, and I'm supposed to tell you the story about a girl named Stacy. So here it goes. I guess it all started one day when I was walking down the hallway at school, and well, I dropped my books. Now that might not be a big deal to you guys, but to me, it's like a whole production trying to pick them back up, you know. So I'm standing there and I'm looking at my books on the floor and I'm trying to use the force, you know, but the force was not with me. So I'm standing there looking at my books, and then all of a sudden this pretty blonde girl walks up to me and she looks at me and she goes, "Hi, how about I help you with your books?" And I look at her and I think, wow, this girl wants to help me? And so I say, okay. So she bends down and picks up my books and looks at me and says, "Hi, my name is Stacy. How about I take these to your next class?" And I say, okay. So we're walking to my next class, and Stacy's just talking and talking and talking, and by the time we get there, I think I know pretty much everything there is to know about Stacy. So she walks into my classroom and puts my books down on my desk, and she turns to go, and I think to myself, well, good for you, Stacy, you did your good deed for the week. But then she stops and she looks at me and she says, hey Julie, I got a great idea. What about you come with me and my friends tomorrow night to the roller skating rink? And I'm kind of shocked.
To say, you have a wonderful Let's thank everybody that was up here. Luna, Randy Boone, Brother Shaw, Tom Klein, Harry Clarke, and the Virginian, James Drury. And most of all, Ava.
Excuse me if I may say something before you finish up.
And let's, first of all, how about a moment of silence for Marshall Dillon.
We all stand on the shoulders of the men who came before, those men and women who pioneered the work we do and the work we've done. James Arness was a giant. I loved him and I'll miss him, and I know you all will too.
Thank you all for coming. We'll
Excuse
see you tonight at the trivia contest and the...
I'm representing the Irish fans, and I wonder could the members of the Virginian cast say a few words to the Irish fans. And if Mr Drury could say a few words to my friends Helen, Rory and David you met in Clare Morris.
Say again, Nick, what?
If I could say a few words to the Irish fans, the cast members. And particularly to my friend, Mr Drury, particularly to my friend Helen, Rory and David you met in Clare Morris.
Well, I was privileged to have a wonderful trip to Ireland a year and a half ago with my wife. A wonderful Irish friend of ours named Eamon Finnerty took us over there, and we got to meet Nick, and we got to meet all the Irish people that came to Western Ireland to meet us. It was a tremendous turnout, just like this. I'm going to tell them all about the posse, and I'm sure they're all going to want to join the whole country. They're the most wonderful people. If you get a chance to go to Ireland, please do. You'll never forget it, and you'll never be sorry you did. They are the greatest friends in the world.
Come on, Ralph. Yes.
I dial my pistol, I want to follow this. Whiskey for my men, beer for my
I'm sorry. Okay. Get down here. Hello, Miss Stern.
Come on. One more.
One more.
Let's go.